What's going on, everybody? It's your boy D from DNC Digital, back with another episode of DNC Radio, and we are back. If you guys listened to last week's episode, we started a tournament compiled of 64 horror movies to find out which is the scariest horror movie of all time. And like I said, I'm gonna start it with this. We are not film majors. We are not film critics. We are horror fans. If you want something with some in-depth fucking like analysis of all these movies, this is not the place to come to. We are fans of the horror genre. We are fans of certain movies, and that might carry in these battles. So I'm going to bring back everybody who was with me last week, and I appreciate them taking the time out to come back to finish this tournament. First off, ladies first, a very talented wrestler who just appeared in Mission Pro Wrestling, and she is all around Texas and all around the country, training at Booker T's Reality of Wrestling School, Miss Promise Braxton. What's going on, Miss?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me again.
Nah, of course. Did you have a good time last week?
Of course. It was great.
This was a lot of fun. And I got to bring my brother from another mother. He always helps me out with the Instagram lives, the ones that if you guys watch versus battles, we always like to recap it right after they're done. So if you guys want, look through my YouTube, and you'll see all of our analysis of these versus battles. I got my buddy Brian Davis. What's going on, Brian?
Yo. What's going on? How you doing?
Everything's good. I'm excited to get back into this. And our moderator, the man of the hour. You guys can watch him gaming. You guys can listen to him on the Average Boys podcast. Chris P, what's going on, Chris?
How's it going, everybody? I hope everybody had a good week. It's good to see you guys again. We're ready to kick this tournament off into our next round of heavy-hitting horror films. It's good to be back.
That's the cool thing. That's the cool thing about this is because we all already have – we probably have our picks. And after the last round, we made some good cases for these picks. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So let's start the second round to find out what's the scariest movie of all time.
All righty, here we go. Are you all ready? Everybody's good? Everybody's got their notes?
Do it.
Here we go. First of this round, It versus the Amityville Horror.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are – I told you, man. You guys are leaving
nut up or shut up.
Waters, man.
Nut up or shut up.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start with Brian.
All right. It versus the Amityville
Horror.
I'm gonna go with It. Damn, this is a tough one because I love the Amityville Horror, but I'm gonna go with It. Yeah, just simply because I can watch that like today, like right now. And it'll still have the same effect on me. So I'm gonna go with It.
Okay, so far one for It. D.
This is very tough for me.
Ooh, man.
This is very tough for me because I have developed a kinship with Amityville Horror after what we discussed. Well, yes, after what we discussed last week. But it is one of the scariest movies that still messes with me. I talked about it last week that I finally watched it after about 30 years, and it was still hard for me to watch. Amityville Horror. No, I'm going with It.
Oh, that's 2 for It already. Promise, I'd like to get your quick take on this also.
I'll go with It for the simple fact that clowns are just scary. Like clowns to this day are scary. I think It has like solidified its place in this tournament for the simple fact that everyone's afraid of clowns. No one likes clowns.
No one.
Exactly.
All right, sounds like It takes that round. Next one, Misery versus An American Werewolf in Paris or in London. My bad.
Yeah, London. I'll start it off again. I'll go with Misery. Misery still messes with me. Not that it still messes with me, but I feel like it was just greatly acted, greatly done, and the swerve at the end, whether or not it was his imagination or if it was really her. Kathy Bates is a beast. I'm gonna go with her.
Very cool. Brian? Well, Promise sounds she's gonna do.
Oh, well, I'm a ride or die Kathy Bates fan. Honestly, like I got to go with Misery.
Very good. Okay, so we got 2 for Misery.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the ball rolling. I'm gonna go with Misery as well. It was, and like D said, the acting in it is top notch. And just watching this guy's ankles get smashed, it just sends chills down my fucking spine. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Misery.
Excellent. I do not envy you guys for the next round.
Okay.
Or actually the next episode. Because It versus Misery as the first conversation. Ooh, dude,
no, we're riding through with this episode.
I know, but
we're gonna name it. We're gonna name it in this episode. We're riding through the entire tournament.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, do it.
All right, here we go. Next one on the film is going to be Hellraiser versus Nightmare Before Elm Street.
Nightmare on
Elm Street before.
Yes.
I was gonna say Nightmare Before
Elm Street. Yeah. On the other side, you make a left over there,
Jack
and then
Kruger,
that's where the nightmare is. Right before it, by the mailbox.
Freddie Skellington.
You guys better get this one right.
Hellraiser versus Nightmare on Elm Street.
I am going with Nightmare on Elm Street because of our past conversation we had last week. Last week we talked about how much we all love sleep, and as human beings, we need that to recharge, to go on with life. Not only that, they're just great naps. And if you got somebody messing with I get mad at people messing with my sleep now, let alone somebody in my dreams. No, fuck that. I'm doing a Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right. Promise. Oh, well. Brian.
She can go. I mean, you
Miss
already
Promise.
Know what I'm going to say. So Promise can go.
I agree with D. Sleep are just too precious. Like
I like how we use sleep as our only reason why this is one of the scariest movies.
It has to like sleep is a luxury, like as an adult, and it's just like I can't have it because I'll die. Like no, screw you. Like
the perfect date is popping melatonin and getting 10 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I got it. And Brian?
I'm going to go with Nightmare on Elm Street. And I think in addition to the whole sleep aspect, it's like before that, I didn't know, or I've never seen like the antagonist in a horror movie like effectively fuck with you. Like he was fucking with you before he killed you. He was having a great time. You know, it was Jason and Michael Myers. They were like 7-foot dudes that would just walk slow and chop you the fuck up or whatever. But this guy, he would mock you and he would put you through the ringer before he eventually killed you. And that to me, it's
creepy.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do it.
All right. Looks like Nightmare on Elm Street takes that one.
Mm-hmm.
Next 2, Insidious versus The Shining.
That's a great fucking round, dude.
That's a great.
Yeah, that is really.
Excuse me.
Both movies heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters.
The Shining.
Yeah, heavy hitters. Again,
Insidious.
I am a Stanley Kubrick fan, so just my allegiance is gonna fall with him. Although Insidious is a scary fucking movie, but The Shining is a classic. It's been used in other references in other movies. I think it was even in Ready Player One. Yeah. Like the last part of the movie was you had to go through the fucking the house. Mm-hmm. Like it's in pop culture. So yeah, I'm gonna go with The Shining.
Excellent. And Promise?
Fight me if you will, but I'm gonna go with Insidious. I think The Shining is a better movie, but I think Insidious is scarier.
Very, very.
We've had this conversation. Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We've had. I feel like the older the movie is, the more you have it in your heart. The bigger of a fan you are because you grew up with it or you respect its longevity. but I feel like modern movies are probably scarier when you know, like, damn, this is rough.
Yeah.
This one's bad because I wrote for Insidious in the last round, but I will stick with The Shining.
Oh man,
I will stick with The Shining.
Right. Shining it is.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
All right, here we go. On to the next one. Keeping the pace. The Orphan versus Children of the Corn.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Go ahead, Promise. Ladies first.
They're both about children, so I love how that lined up perfectly. I'm gonna go with the Children of the Corn. I feel like The Orphan is scary, but it's like you have. It's imagine having like what, 200 orphans that has enough like guts to just like kill a whole town. Like, I'd rather be in the house with one killer than be in a town full of children who just don't care.
Yeah, I second that. I'm gonna go with the numbers game here. We can handle one kid, you know, but if you got like you got 50 of them, no,
it's over.
I'm going with Children of the Corn.
There you go. And Brian?
I'm gonna go with Children of the Corn. My reaction before was because Promise was riding with the orphan, and I just thought she was gonna ride that. She was gonna ride that.
Got it. Okay.
I kind of thought she was gonna stick to her guns.
We're gonna be turning on our favorites within this episode.
Yeah, we're
super loyal. I know.
When we get to the finals, we might not know what we're picking. I mean, we obviously won't know what we're picking, but we're gonna be turning on our favorites.
You know, as a matter of fact, I don't think we got to talk about this the last time, but yeah, I think I would have gone with Children of the Corn also, because the Orphan kind of uses like that new age scare tactic of horror film. It doesn't have something that kind of lingers in you that literally brings you fear. Children of the Corn brings you fear. It has like the right amount of psychology with the right amount of horror, where a lot of like nowadays, a lot of these films kind of go with what is scary. Kids are scary, clowns are scary, jump scares are scary. Like they use those, and it's cool for the moment, but not cool for the flavor, like the lasting impression.
Exactly.
And I think Children of the Corn has a very lasting impression. Cool. So that's something we didn't get to talk about the last time, but I just
Children of the Corn march on. Those little bastards.
Those little sons.
Those little fuckers.
All right, here we go. On to the next one. Here we go. This one's a good one. I hope I got this right. Jeepers Creepers versus 13 Ghosts.
Oh, you guys already know. If you guys remember what happened last week,
D was pissed.
I was ready to.
He was done.
Okay, just for the record, Jeepers Creepers for me.
Okay.
What?
For Jeepers Creepers.
Yes. You guys don't remember what happened with 13 Ghosts?
Promise. Let's piss him off, bro. Let's piss him off. Let's piss him off. We're gonna do it.
D, I think
I'm gonna
go back and watch it, man.
It's gonna happen. It's coming. Sorry, buddy.
I just, you know what? Bro. Because I was so angry, I forgot what 13 Ghosts took out in the first round. I just know that I was ready.
It was a superior movie.
It was a superior movie. You're already admitting that you picked the wrong one?
No, I'm saying that 13 Ghosts was a superior movie.
Bullshit.
I'm going with 13 Ghosts, man. I'm sorry, I'm riding against Jeepers Creepers. There's a plenty of movies that can get that out of here.
Oh yeah, 13 Ghosts took out Poltergeist.
Oh my god!
Damn, just saying that out loud.
You remind me that the wound is still fresh. Brian and Prime is about to squeeze some lemon and salt in that shit.
if it gives you any type of, you know, makes you feel any better about it, it's gonna go on in this round too. So I mean, it wasn't just a one and done.
He's got a point.
Miss Promise.
I'm going with 13 Ghosts.
Is that?
D, you know you're my best friend and all, but
whenever you have to preface it like that, you know.
Yeah, whenever you have to, you have to start it with that.
Remind you.
So you know I love you, but you're going to rehab. You've been fucking up.
I love Jeepers Creepers. I really do, especially the first two. But 13 Ghosts, it's just like, what if Jeepers Creeper isn't scary to you? What if you don't like that sci-fi horror thing? Like 13 Ghosts is just like, it's something in that movie is going to scare you. Either be the story, one of the ghosts, like something's going to scare you.
All right.
It kind of touches base on everybody.
I've had enough.
That's
I
good.
swear. I'm voting fucking 13.
Final round.
Just because it's spite.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yo, you took out Poltergeist and Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah. Hey, dude, 13 Ghosts is a very slept on horror film.
Man.
Not saying it's not. I'll give you that.
But I think it's because, like I said earlier, it kind of like to me, it kind of pulls off as like the new age style of movies that are like these graphic novels. Like it doesn't feel like a horror because it's done so well and so much action packedness that it just kind of like hides in the action world. Like I don't see it as a horror film, but the horror film is involved in it. But there's just so much action. What's that dude that played Shaggy's in it?
Yeah, because that makes it even better. Like, yeah, that makes it a classic, Academy Award-winning. Yeah,
Scream.
Matthew something. I forgot his name. But he was
in Scream.
Yeah, get the guy.
Yeah, he was in SLC Punk, dude, and that was a fucking great film. All right, here we go. 13 Ghosts on to the next round. Next two. Oof. Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Paranormal Activity.
These are total opposites.
Yeah, they are, but they're good.
No, they're great.
But they're good. They're both really good fucking movies.
They're both really, really good.
I'm gonna go. I'll start this round. I'll go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love Paranormal Activity, and I wish it didn't fall against Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I'm gonna have to go with Texas Chainsaw.
Very, very good. Okay, one for Texas.
Miss Braxton.
I'm gonna go with Texas.
Texas Chainsaw.
I think this is a hard round, but it's scary. Like it is what it is. The movie is scary, especially the one from. Are we talking about the original one from like 74? Yeah. It's scary. Like I can't vote that out.
And even
I'm gonna keep going and say Texas. Hey, for the record, would Poltergeist have lost to Jeepers Creepers?
Here we go. Here we go. I knew you weren't done with it. I knew you were just.
Would Poltergeist have lost to Jeepers Creepers?
Beat out Jeepers Creepers. I think Jeepers Creepers would have beat it out also. In my opinion.
I don't know about that. I might have picked Poltergeist on that one.
You see.
No, are you talking about Poltergeist versus Jeepers Creepers?
Because Poltergeist got taken out by that.
Yeah,
by
dude.
that.
In a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat. Jeepers Creepers cannot stand against Poltergeist.
So Poltergeist would have been to the next round had it not been for 13
that's like
Ghosts.
saying, look, D, that's like saying, which one would you have chosen? Jeepers Creepers or 13 Ghosts?
Jeepers Creepers.
Against Ghosts?
Yeah.
Yo, you need to go back and watch that movie.
That was my pick.
No, he did. He picked
I picked Jeepers Creepers.
That's horrible, dude.
I don't see it, but I know you were
okay.
On that.
All right, Texas Chainsaw Massacre moves on.
All right, Texas Chainsaw. Next two.
I'm sending you all Poltergeist posters. I'm sending you all Poltergeist posters.
Whole night.
I don't like Poltergeist that much. There was dude, D, you and I had a whole hour-long conversation of conspiracies.
Yeah, we did.
And there's a huge conspiracy about that film. And that's the only reason why deep down inside I'm not a fan of it. But that's the same thing of why I don't really like The Shining. Because I'm not a fan of the director because of the symbolism he put in the film. So,
yeah,
but
Stanley Kubrick is kind of wild.
Again, that's the thing is like it's my mind playing tricks on me because of all the conspiracies and all that stuff that I don't really jump into why Hollywood's a bad place and kid actors. So.
But I digress.
Yeah, I gotta digress, dude. That's a whole other hour conversation with you guys.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Next round: Pet Sematary versus Psycho.
Is this like the first time two classics go up against each other?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Jeepers Creepers and 13 Ghosts went up like a few rounds ago.
Fuck that. Did you say like? I said classics.
And I told you 2 classics.
Can we get where we're at right now? Where are we at right now?
In the sense of numbers?
In the sense of the what movies are we talking about right now? Psycho and I'm sorry, what was the other one? Because it's 13 Ghosts.
Psycho and Pet Sematary.
Psycho and Pet Cemetery. If we're talking scary, I'm gonna go with Pet Cemetery.
Good call, Brian.
I'm gonna go Psycho.
Psycho. Okay. Promise. It looks like you're gonna be the breaker.
Just to keep it interesting.
I gotta go Pet Cemetery. I feel like that's the whole idea of just being that desperate is. I think like that is like I feel like everyone has had a time where they were just desperate, and I feel like just to go to that extreme is just like super scary, and you know there's consequences for it. Like no, that's scary.
All right. Next one, we're looking at The Hills Have Eyes versus Cabin in the Woods.
Let's see.
That's Hills for me.
Hills.
Okay, who we got? We got Hills Have Eyes then?
I'd go with Hills.
Yeah.
Ooh, everybody.
Yeah,
That was a fast one.
That was a fast one.
Now, Cabin
There
was
we
a
go.
really good one. It's really slept on, but I like Hills.
All right, next one is going to be The Omen versus The Others.
Oh.
But I am your daughter. Hated that fucking line. But I am your daughter.
What do we got? Brian?
Damn, we're all really undecided right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go with The Omen. I think.
Very good.
I wouldn't be upset if any of these moved on. I wouldn't be upset if any of these moved on. So just to keep it interesting, I'm going to say The Others.
Here we go.
Again, I agree with The Others. I think The Others is really scary.
Oh, The Others. All right.
Wait, The Others won?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit. She snuck that in there on me too. I ain't even peep. Right?
Yeah. Get a whole argument ready.
I'm over here fucking around with D, and she snuck that in on me. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, here we go. We're going to the next one. And it's going to be Scream versus 28 Days Later.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh,
damn,
I'm gonna go Scream, bro.
Scream.
I'm gonna go Scream.
Yeah,
Scream.
Scream.
I love 28 Days Later.
Did you say Scream, Promise?
Yeah, it's Scream. Like Scream is.
Yeah, it was something about Scream, and it wasn't even. Yeah, it's something about that movie.
Yeah. You know what? To tell you the truth, it's one that I feel like it drives more emotion out of people if you mention it. You know, 28 Days Later, people are like, "Oh yeah, that shit was good," but you talk about Scream, like, "Oh fuck, Scream, bro!" Like that really did start.
And you got to figure, like,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it did start a lot of shit.
I was gonna.
I feel like there was more of an impact on people and on this genre with Scream. So I'll go with it, even though my vote right now doesn't count, and I feel like you guys are trying to do that to me. But no, I'll go with Scream. I'll go with Scream.
Not only that, Matthew Lillard.
And just to piggyback.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just and that's what I was saying. When you were trying to figure his name, I was like using Scream too. But just to piggyback on what you're saying, you know, that movie came out right around the time where we were all like in a place where it would resonate with us. You know, it came out where we were old enough to grasp it and old enough to understand what a horror movie was, and to understand that, you know, it brought back some of the old school feeling of a horror movie that was lacking, in that time. So yeah, for some reason, it's got to play some heart.
All right, Scream takes it. Promise you did Scream too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Next one. Halloween versus Us.
Oh.
Shit.
Promise go first, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Promise go
Promise.
first. I don't want to lead this.
Sugar honey iced tea. I throw Us in the hat right now for that. I think looking at yourself like through your own eyes is like a creepy thing to do. And it's just then on top of that you're crazy. Like no. Like I think Us is just like it just makes you look at yourself different. So it might be kind of thriller, but I think it's scarier than Halloween.
Very cool. Okay. So
I'm gonna say Halloween.
Just to say it? Or you just do it?
No. I'm yeah. It's not just to say it. This is another battle where I wouldn't get upset if either of these went, and at the same time I'd get upset if either of these got left behind. So this is a heartbreaking battle for me, but I'm gonna go with Halloween.
All right, and Brian?
I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to go Halloween as well. Yeah, I gotta. I mean, I love Us. I actually, I think Apple TV had like a package where you can buy like Us and Get Out, and I don't even care about. I love Get Out, but like Us was my shit. But
Nice.
for horror movies, Halloween, it's classic, and
All
Jamie
right.
Lee Curtis. I mean,
Yep.
she was great. So.
Here we go. We only got 4 more left to this round.
Okay.
Here we go. Saw versus Carrie.
Woo!
I'm gonna.
Is that even difficult for you? Promise?
No.
Oh,
Piss Promise
okay.
off.
So I'm gonna say
Do the right thing, guys.
Hold on.
Just do the right
know.
thing.
I don't know what to do right now.
Just do
I'm
the right
so
thing.
sorry, Promise. This is
Do
a
the
bad
right thing.
matchup for Carrie.
Do the right thing. That's all you have to
Do
do.
the right thing. Do the right thing.
you got to do the
for me,
Lord's
this is
work. Do the
Yes.
Lord's
This
work.
is a bad matchup for Carrie.
Yeah, this is a hard
Come
one.
on.
This is a bad matchup for Carrie.
Just do the right thing.
Hold on. It's Carrie against who? Because all this
Saw.
excitement is getting me.
Saw. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We're best
Bad
friends,
matchup.
remember?
I'm gonna go Saw. I'm just gonna get mine out the way. I'm gonna go Saw.
Come on, D.
Damn.
Come on. Come
This
on.
one. I love
We're
you
best
both.
friends, remember?
I
We're
love you
best
both.
friends.
I love you both. But
Come on.
both of you.
Listen, my feelings.
You know what?
Listen,
And status
my
is all
feelings.
based,
My feelings aren't gonna get hurt
is
by
based
whatever
on
you
the
say here.
facts of film.
Yeah.
The facts of film. Crazy. Both of you guys took one of my movies out twice.
Don't be bitter.
Don't be bitter.
Remember Poltergeist?
Apparently nobody else does.
He's salty.
I remember the dude from Three's Company.
John
But then I
Ritter.
remember him for Three's Company, not Poltergeist.
We're still waiting on you, buddy.
It's so quiet. And
We're waiting on you.
It's definite. I know you're waiting on me. Hold on.
Or Scars is quiet.
I'm totally aware.
I'm gonna walk out of frame, but I'm
it
gonna say
is.
so.
It is. It's yeah. I mean, it was the right call. It was the right call.
What'd you say? Come on.
I ran out of frame
He
while I
said
screamed
Saw.
Saw.
He said Saw.
You said Saw?
He said Saw, and he left. He did, yeah.
Better send
It
flowers.
was the right call.
Better send some flowers,
A
dude.
couple battles ago, she said, "I'm sorry, you're my best friend, but I have to do this."
Okay.
Sacrifice. Like, this is
Any particular reason why you chose Saw?
Oh, I feel like it's scarier throughout the thing. There's a lot of buildup in Carrie, and it's God. It really hurt me to do that, but it's.
Come on, I'm about to argue with this. Like, like if you want just like torture, or do you want a story? Like, what's scarier? Just like pure torture.
But you
watching
can't
all that shit go
but the
down.
narrative,
watching all that shit go down. Yes, yeah. There is more depth and more body to Carrie, but
what's a horror movie?
That it was just scary to see all that shit go down. It was scary to see all that shit go down. It was a buildup with Carrie, and it was crazy, and scary was what she did.
Do you feel that because right now it's starting to get to the break between a horror film and a psychological film, and Carrie dealt more with the mind? Is that why you feel like it's more of a not?
You see, this is why horror is such a broad spectrum.
Yeah, of course.
Horror is a different definition with every fan. When I think horror, the first thing I think about is scary. So that's what I'm writing on right now. It was scarier to watch Saw.
And if you want to get into like a psychological aspect of it, I think that's got Carrie there too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. Well, it looks like Saw made it to the next round. Next two films. Well, we actually got 3 left. Here we go. The People Under the Stairs versus Mist.
The Mist.
Under the Stairs.
I'm going to go Under the Stairs too.
Wow.
Oh, thrown out.
Sorry, buddy.
Was there a more upsetting ending than The Mist?
Did that make
upsetting?
Yes. Didn't that piss you off, The Mist, at the end?
That it was plants or something like that?
That he didn't need to off those 2 people and his own kid because he was being saved 10 seconds later.
Saved.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make it for a scarier.
Yeah, that doesn't make it scary, though. Bam. People Under the Stairs.
People Under the Stairs.
People Under the Stairs. That name already strikes fear in me, man. I don't want nobody in my stairs.
Especially not people.
Please no. All right, here we go. Next 2. The Conjuring versus Rosemary's Baby.
The Conjuring.
Wow.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
That was
My
a 360
God.
for me, too.
Yeah, I was leaning towards The Conjuring.
Yo, I was really wanting to know why Promise chose.
Why? Okay, can you go into that, Promise? Can you tell me?
You just shocked everybody.
Yeah,
you just shocked everybody.
I mean, because like thinking about it, just like pitting the movies head to head, like Rosemary's Baby is scary, but it's like, is it going to grab your attention fast enough? I feel like The Conjuring is just one of those movies where it's like it's spooky throughout the whole entire movie. Like, you know something's going to happen, but you don't know when it's going to happen. Rosemary's Baby is kind of like real settle scary. So if you're going to do more of like what's going to make people jump, what's going to frighten more, I think The Conjuring.
All right, I dig it. I mean, that was right on the nail, dude. Right on the head of the nail.
That was a very good point. And for that point, I will go with The Conjuring also.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Conjuring it is.
Promise, right. Are we cool now? Are we cool, Promise?
Maybe. I still got 13 goes. I don't care what it goes again.
Shit.
She has a point. All right, here we go. The last one of this round, and then it goes into the next.
13 goes better, and I'll win out of spite. Please respect.
You're gonna be
here we go.
Highly upset.
The Exorcist versus Cujo.
Damn. It's gonna get
it's the final.
This is an example that is going to get harder and harder.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Cujo.
Okay. Cujo. We got 1 for Cujo.
Oh, we got 2 for Cujo already. Cujo goes in.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 3. Go ahead. Yeah, me too. For for the record, I'll also pick Cujo.
Cujo, it is. Damn, well, it looks like we finished
It's
that
more
round.
It's more real, like
Yeah.
a rabid dog against a demon. Dog can be rabid any day of the week.
And I mean, demons, don't get me wrong, are scary shit, but I've never seen one. They could look like fucking unicorns.
They're probably seasonal.
I've seen some scary ass fucking dogs. And I know dogs can be fucking scary sometimes.
Oh, yeah. All right, sweet. So we actually finished that round already?
We're done.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right.
We are close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
Let's go.
8 left.
So are we ready?
Yes.
Do it.
All right, here we go. First fuckery. It versus Misery.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
guys are in
It.
the hardest motherfucking round ever, dude.
This is because what is this, like the 16?
No, this is the 8 left.
This is the
The
last
8.
8 already?
No, you're in the last
Last
groupings.
8.
Oh, okay.
So this is like you have 8 matches. Then after this, you'll have 4
So
matches.
this is the Sweet
Then
16
you'll
right
have
now.
2 matches. Then you'll have 1 match. Or you have the Grand Master or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah, It versus Misery. This is it. We're in the prelims.
Put me down for It.
I'm going with
Me
It.
too. Me too.
So It? Everybody went It?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Damn, that was fast.
Yeah.
It might go far.
That's a
Yeah,
bad
that's
matchup. Yeah, that
No,
was,
dude, I'm
that was a
telling you,
bad
man.
matchup
Okay,
for
so
Missouri.
all of these rounds in the last 8 are all classics. All fucking like
Yeah.
all heavy
Cool.
hitting.
And we all fought for
As
the
it should
winners.
be.
You've just
As
you've
it should
just
be.
you've just got into
Yeah,
deep
as it
waters.
should be.
You
Okay,
just
so there's
touched-
16 movies left. 15
Yes.
are classics. One is 13 Ghosts.
Yeah.
But
I'm
wink
telling
at
you,
you.
man, you sleeping on 13 Ghosts.
See, we're
You're
gonna see.
sleeping on 13 Ghosts.
We're gonna see if you're still laughing
Yeah,
at this
you're
round,
not.
bro.
Yeah, you're oh man, you're.
Jesus. Okay.
All right, here
I
we
wanna
go.
see
Next
okay,
one.
go ahead.
You're
Go ahead.
laughing. Kiki, ha, ha.
Nightmare on Elm Street versus The Shining.
Oh no.
You know what? I already
oh,
know.
no.
Oh, this is Brian. This is all Brian. You know what?
Oh no.
We're gonna leave Brian at the end because this is his Stanley
I
Kubrick.
can't go first. Yeah, I
versus-
can't go first.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be the tiebreaker.
Oh no.
You're gonna be the
Okay.
tiebreaker.
Shit, man.
For you know what? For the sake of
I might
this,
not
I
be.
will pick. For the sake of this, I will pick whatever is the opposite of what Promise picks.
What?
This is not to disagree with Promise.
Oh,
This is because I know
no.
this is going to come down to Brian. This is Brian's pick. This is Brian's pick against his Stanley Kubrick fandom.
Oh man.
So Brian, you're up.
No, well, I okay. Go ahead,
Well,
Brian.
That's
Be
right.
the
You wanted him as the
tiebreaker.
last. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
So
want him. Yeah.
Promise.
Why are you doing this to me?
This is difficult for all of us, but I feel like it's just the most for Brian.
I'm gonna go with The Shining.
Mm.
I feel like again, just pitting them next to each other. Freddy Krueger can get a little bit goofy, and it didn't age bad, but it could have been better. And then like The Shining is so like realistic of a kind of like a normal guy with a wife, and he just goes crazy. Like I think pitting that next to each other, I think The Shining is a better choice. So that's my answer.
The Shining is a great choice, but I will go with the opposite, with Nightmare on Elm Street, because I am an old man and I like my naps. But the biggest reason that I'm doing this is because Brian can now blame nobody.
I don't know about that. You are choosing just for the spite of him having to choose another one.
No, he's gonna be.
But I kind of, you know what? I
conflicted
kind of dig it though.
I mean, it gives you the option
no,
of
I
being
kinda
a tiebreaker,
dig it,
which
though.
is nice. I would love a tiebreaker in every conversation.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. Damn. I'm gonna go with. Fuck me, dude. I'm gonna go with Nightmare on Elm Street.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna on Nightmare on Elm Street.
That is a really cool call. Nightmare on Elm Street it is. Damn.
The look on Chris's face. Like, that was a really cool call. Right.
Hey, you know what? I probably would have done the same thing.
What?
Yeah, the reason why is because now you're getting into more of a detailed breakdown. And if you think about it, The Shining is a psychological thriller. Unless you get in, of course, into The Shining and the powers and all that stuff, it's still basing more on the fact that it's a person's decline in his fall into hell. So, like, it does go kind of more scary. Jack Nicholson sells that role.
Yes.
Like, that's...
Yeah, and I think that was the difficult part about this is you're putting the performance of
the actor in front
Jack
of
Nicholson
the story.
and Shelley Long in front of you're putting that up against a bona fide pure horror fucking
creature
movie, and it's I got to go with the
yeah, like for some reason, even myself, like I always revert in my mind anytime someone tells me anytime I hear Nightmare on Elm Street, I always think of when Johnny Depp died in the film. Like when he got gutted in bed and there was like a bunch of blood coming out of the bed.
Got it, and then
it was,
and it went to the ceiling. You know,
if there's one thing that makes horror different is the unrealism of it. The unrealism, and I feel like The Shining has a lot of realism, and it breaks down into that minute detail about if it's a horror fantasy or is it a horror psychological thriller, like basing it on someone's like actual a psychology or something that's relatable. I would have probably gone the same way. Nightmare on Elm Street, even though The Shining is a fantastic
better movie.
Classic.
It's a better movie, but Nightmare on Elm Street scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, it scared the fuck out of me.
Here we go. Well, I'm super excited for this one already. Children of the Corn versus 13 Ghosts.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, because
this is a good matchup.
Let the record show.
He'll have to change his mind.
Where's the little girl with the typewriter? Let the record show. I will go for Children of the Corn.
You gonna vote Children of the Corn already?
Now you're just salty. You're just using that because you're salty.
Yeah,
I am not salty. That would have been my actual pick. That would have been my actual pick.
I was gonna say like, ooh, man. All right, so who do we got? Promise?
For the sake of it, I'm gonna flip the script. Children of the Corn.
Ooh!
Wow!
I'm gonna still go with. I was still gonna go with 13 Ghosts, but I'm pretty sure that's where it was gonna end with me anyway. 13 Ghosts was probably gonna. I was gonna pick that because I enjoy that movie more than I enjoy watching Children of the Corn. But once it got to like the next round, I don't see how 13 Ghosts would have survived.
Excellent. So 13 Ghosts wins. I actually thought it was going to drop out right there too. Children of the Corn to me is.
No, Children of the Corn won.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't age well. But like I said before, 13 Ghosts I can watch over and over again.
No, Chris, I think Children of the Corn won. I was the only one that said that 13 Ghosts on that one.
13 Ghosts wins?
No. Children of the Corn moves on.
Children of the Corn won.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't feel like, for me personally, I would have probably gone with 13 Ghosts.
I went with 13 Ghosts, but I don't know if it would have went any further than that. I enjoy watching that more than I enjoy watching Children of the Corn.
All righty, here we go. Next round. Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Pet Sematary.
Woo!
Damn.
You guys sound like a little bit more conflicted than me on this one, so I'm going to go with Texas Chainsaw just to get it out the way.
Okay. So Brian already chooses Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's see. Who do we got?
Like, I'm always going to fall on the side of the slasher movies.
Damn. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Texas.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Promise? Just for the sake?
I said by Pet Cemetery.
Okay. Good film. It's very hard. I mean, it's just the genres. You're starting to hit the heavy hitters. That's what sucks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Next two. The Hills Have Eyes versus The Others.
I'll just throw mine in quick. It was an easy one for me. I got a Hills Have Eyes.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, The Hills Have Eyes would have been my pick anyway.
There you go. The Hills Have Eyes takes that round definitively. Go Hills Have Eyes, even though it's a fucking horribly scary movie. Good positivity on that one.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'd never recommend that movie to nobody. That's a horrible fucking movie. All right, here we go. Scream versus Halloween.
Woo!
Oh, no.
Damn, Scream had a good run, didn't it?
Okay, I was just about to say
Scream had a good run, didn't it?
With this concept, we're about to get close to killing off the last of the two.
This is slasher versus slasher
horrors. These are the last two slasher horrors in our list.
Damn.
Except for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which won in its previous round, and It, which I guess you can kind of consider a slasher since it gives you a villain to look at, but nonetheless. So, yeah. Oh, and Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. Here we go. So, Scream versus Halloween.
All right, if you got
D, take it.
I'm gonna take Halloween.
I'm gonna go Halloween.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that was fast. Damn, those two people. Promise?
I think it's all about like perspective. I feel like it's two generations of like slaughter films.
That's a good point.
Like I don't know. Damn,
Yeah, but we're not looking for best slasher. We're looking for best horror film.
Or
I mean, they kind of hit the same thing though.
Scary. Think scary. What fucking one scared the shit out of you?
I feel like Scream is cooler than Halloween, but Halloween is scarier.
Looking for cool points.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm
right.
saying. Like Halloween is scarier.
Yeah, I feel like Scream is kind of like it's cooler. It's way cooler, but it's just like Halloween just makes you just like what the hell's gonna happen next?
Like you feel like if Michael Myers goes up to like Ghostface, it's just like, yeah, I'll smack the shit out you, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm the
Ghostface
OG. I'm the OG. I'm the OG.
Yeah. The scream face dude's gonna die. He's not supernaturally a slasher. He's just a dude in a costume that's mad at a girl or something.
He's just a dude.
Yeah.
It's a revenge story.
All right, easy. Halloween goes in.
Scream was good, but it's out.
Had a good run.
Scream had
That was
a good
one though, Brian. I like what you said. It had a good run.
You had a good run.
That was a perfect one. All right, here we go. Next two. Last two of this round. Saw versus The People Under the Stairs.
Oh.
Quick to go. D?
Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's rough because they scare me two separate ways, and I dig both of them. Like, damn. How many more rounds? We have one more round after this, right? And then the final after that.
After this is the quarterfinals. Well,
okay.
Right now we're doing the 16, right?
16,
no, we're doing the
16
8,
individual
and then
titles.
16 individual titles.
Yeah, but it's
so we're okay.
It's 8 brackets, and then we're on the 4. All right. Damn. I'm gonna go with Saw.
Ooh, there we go. Saw. D?
Yeah, I'll go with Saw.
Saw wins it. All right. Now for the last two. The Conjuring versus Cujo.
God damn.
I'm gonna go with The Conjuring on that one.
Oh wait, that was a good call.
Yeah,
that's because he's a Stephen King fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with The Conjuring. That one was a little bit scarier than Cujo.
D, promise?
I don't know.
Just looking at everyone's face right now, this is great.
I like how you're just bringing up some popcorn and
yeah,
that it makes you smile. Promise, you got one yet?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
She's in the tank. She's in the tank.
If you're undecided, I got The Conjuring.
What?
Yeah. That was scary.
It's heavy.
Damn, like no shit. They're both fucking scary. I would say The Conjuring. The Conjuring. Damn it. I feel like I can't finish my sentence because it's almost unfair to say, but I'm going to say The Conjuring. The Conjuring scared me more.
You know what makes this suck so bad is that it's such a thin line between fear and scary.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the concept of Cujo, I think it deals more with fear than being
fear.
scary.
It's your fear.
It's like
exactly.
looking at a swimming pool thinking you're going to drown instead of looking at a forest that's completely dark and you just don't know what's out there.
Yes.
Like and that's what makes this genre so hard to review sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
So like, yeah, this one's a hard choice, man, because this one deals with the two major points that filmmakers want to put into horror films: fear and scary. So,
true.
Promise?
I would have said Cujo. I think fear is more powerful. Because it's kind of like a weird reality. Like, this can happen. Like, what's the odds of you being in a forest that's pitch black and you don't know what's out there?
Mm-hmm.
Versus you looking at some water and realizing that you can drown.
Yeah. It's the lingering anxiety it leaves.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Brian's line, and I'm gonna say if you would have asked me tomorrow, I would have probably said Cujo.
Yeah, that's you ask me tomorrow, I might change my opinion on that one, but for right now, I'll go with The Conjuring.
Mm-hmm. Conjuring.
All right, guys.
Moves on.
Speed round this shit.
All right, let's
Here we
go.
go. Semifinals. We have the last four before we have our two into the end.
Oh, so these are the quarterfinals. These are 8 individual titles, right?
I don't know.
Quarter, then semis, then main.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't understand brackets.
I'm sorry.
All right, here we go.
I don't want to be that guy.
Here we go. Speed round. I want to make it sure it hits hard, it hits fast. We're still fresh off the last one, so we are.
This is like first thing that comes to mind. No thinking in this one. Okay.
Yeah, man. Let's do like kind of like a speed round.
Okay.
Because I know you guys are going to deliberate in the semi and the finals.
Fair.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. It versus Nightmare on Elm Street.
It.
There you go.
Fuck you guys.
Here we go. Next one. Children of the Corn versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas.
Look it, man. Fucking right down the middle. That's my boy. Ready. Hills Have Eyes versus Halloween.
Oh, shit.
Hills.
Halloween.
No. Oh my God, you left it on me. Shit.
Oh, that was dirty. I like this. Come on, D. Come on. Not very shotgunny, bro.
I can't.
It's like grandpa shotgun, man. Come on, hurry up.
Shit. Hills. Fuck.
No.
Hills. Oh my God. I can't believe I said that. Damn it.
Inside, I really thought it was going to be Michael Myers versus the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Like deep down in my mind, I thought that would have been a perfect ending.
Oh.
If the Hills Have Eyes wins this is going to be
It can't. There's no way. There's no way it's gonna win. But fuck, dude, that's funny as hell.
Yo, did we just take out? Did we just take out Michael Myers and Freddy?
Yeah, dude, straight up. All right,
yes, you did.
Last grouping: Saw versus The Conjuring.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Boom! The Conjuring has it. Wow, man, this is crazy as fuck. All right, here we go. We are now in the semifinals. The next 4 movies, which are all breached together into 2 rounds, are, in your guys' opinions, the heavy hittingest horror films. Man, say that 28 times fast. The heavy hittiest horror films that you guys have chosen throughout all the 64?
64 titles.
64 horror films. So here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little bit more since we were able to smoothly go through the last one. This gives you a little bit extra time to talk about these because you're going to need the time, believe me. Here we go. It versus the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Damn.
Let's go ahead and start with Brian.
I'll go with Texas Chainsaw Massacre only because it was a movie. It was a miniseries, so you had like the backstories of people, and you had a longer time to tell that story. Texas Chainsaw was this is what it is, 2 hours or an hour and a half, and this is what it is. Straight gore, straight horror, and this is what it is. So for that, I'll give that the edge. It's close. I can pick either one, but I'm going to go with Texas Chainsaw.
Very cool. Very cool. Promise.
I'm going to pick the other side. I say it. I think clowns are just like supposed to be like a happy thing. And we trust we're supposed to trust clowns. And yet this thing who are after, like, yet this like demon who's like disguised as a clown kidnapping children. And it's just like, if you see a clown in real life, it's gonna scare you. Like, it's scary. It's like a long fear, because now I am scared of a clown. You're scared of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but you're never gonna see that in real life. You can see a clown. So
you never know.
You never know. There's some crazies in Texas.
Let me just knock on wood because I live in Texas.
Wild shit out there.
All right.
Like, I'm probably gonna find some wild person in Texas that likes to chainsaw people as opposed to an alien. A fucking.
Yeah, we ain't gotta go that far. That shit's like just a couple miles down for me and D down here.
Yeah.
All right, D, you're our deal breaker, man. Come on.
All right, it's gonna be it for me. It's gonna be it because that was one that traumatized me for years.
Insanity.
Childhood through teenage until adulthood. My daughter was already born and I was still fucking scared of clowns. I wouldn't fuck with a clown. There were clowns at the parties and come up to me, hey, how are you? You better get the fuck out of my face right now. I'm not playing with you. Go with the kids. You're here for the kids. Leave me alone.
Yeah, me personally, I probably would have gone with it also. Brian made a really, really good point by saying that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a movie, and it was a TV Friday night kind of film. Was it Saturday Night Live, or it was like
it was like a mini series?
Yeah, it was a mini series.
Like one of the first that it's like a mini series. So you had the time to get a lot across. You got like like a week or some shit like that to get it across. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Just one.
Going with that concept, it was able to leave a longer lasting horror feeling with being like a PG television special. Mm-hmm. And being
that's true.
Halloween. Well, what was it? Halloween? No, was it? Yeah, it was Halloween. Was it? Texas Chainsaw Massacre was able to kind of like get its legitimate story out.
Texas Chainsaw.
As the way it wanted to be told, it could come out the way it was. And if it would have given that, I think if you would have given it that style of limitation, I think they could have gone a lot farther. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think my personal opinion, it probably would have gone with it. But
it moves on.
It goes on.
It goes on.
Okay, so for the last of all the films that we've been going through before we get to the, I believe the semifinals. No, the finals. This is literally the finals that are coming up after this. Is going to be The Hills Have Eyes versus The Conjuring. Deliberate.
Promise. I want you to go first on that one. I'm really interested to know where you're going to go with that.
Oh my God. I'm gonna go with The Hills Have Eyes.
Wow.
I feel like if we're gonna get into like what is scarier to actually look at, like as far as the parents, that's a hard movie to watch.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's a fair point, though. It is actually.
We will go next, Brian.
See, I don't want to shit on The Hills Have Eyes. I don't want to shit on it because I honestly, I was living with my ex at the time, and we bought like a shitload of DVDs one time, just have like a movie night, and The Hills Have Eyes was one of them. And I watched that movie so many fucking times, if not because like just out of boredom, with nothing else to do, but. And I don't want to shit on it. I like the movie, but I got to go with The Conjuring. That one resonated. It resonates more with me as a natural horror movie. The Hills Have Eyes was just disturbing as fuck, dude. So I'm gonna go with The Conjuring.
Very, very cool. And D, it looks like you're gonna be our breaker.
Yeah. So when you say that you don't want to shit on any movie, I feel like the further this tournament gets, it's impossible to shit on anything because it got this far, and we've already fought for all these movies, individually or collectively, and we already knew what it's gonna get hard the further into it we go, but as disturbing. I feel like disturbing is the word when you think about Hills Have Eyes.
Yes.
It's just a weird thing to look at. They all look weird. Some crazy shit's going on. But when we spoke earlier about fear and scary being two totally different things, I feel like both emotions were brought out of you when you watched The Conjuring. The Conjuring, I feel like was a game changer for me. It was like finally, because when I got into horror and I started watching old school horror movies, and I did Bela Lugosi, Lou Chaney, and Frankenstein and Old Wolfman. I was like, man, this stuff, it's art. It really is art. It is art, to bring this emotion out of you through entertainment. And I feel like Conjuring was the first one in a long time to finally do that. For that reason, I will pick The Conjuring.
Oof. What a show. Here we go. Guys, so far so good. And
these are good brackets, man.
This puts us at our final round. Are you ready?
Wait, we already got ready. Okay, go ahead.
That's it. So the last two films that will go against each other, kind of in a way, are in the same style of horror film because it deals a lot with where one deals with more of like an alien-esque sci-fi Lovecraftian style. The other one deals with the demonic auras and all.
Oh shit! I just realized what it is.
Yep.
Damn it.
We are looking at It versus The Conjuring. Deliberate. It's kind of a hard one, though, man. It really, really is.
Yeah, no, it is.
This is
a hard one.
This is. I thought I knew the finals were going to be tough. It versus The Conjuring.
I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it on this one.
That's a good call.
I'm gonna go with it. And I guess since this is the last round, I'll give a little bit of a reason why. I think once you want to add all the factors in the acting, you know, the horror aspect of it. Again, you want to add the clowns, you know, them being kids, and then, you know, the whole storyline itself. Even though I give it a knock in the last round, that it gave it that broad time frame of a week or two to explain that. It can't take away from the fact that it was a well put together miniseries. So I'm gonna have to say that it is the winner for me.
It's got one.
I've been talking about it through these past 2 weeks about how it traumatized me throughout my entire life, and it lasted all the way until my daughter and we do matching costumes for Halloween, and she wanted to be a clown, and if she wants to be a clown, damn it, we're gonna be clowns. So whenever we do matching things, she's the cute one, and I'm the scary one. We've done scarecrows. Yeah, it works dope like that. Like one time she was a cute scarecrow and I was a scary scarecrow. So we did clowns, and it took that to finally allow me to get over my phobia of clowns.
Very cool.
And not mess with clowns. I did not mess with clowns.
All right, promise.
But wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Going?
Wait. Despite that, I will go with the yes, I will go with The Conjuring as being the scariest movie out of these 64 titles, because I feel like it. I feel more for The Conjuring, in all, as a fan, as a moviegoer, as a fan of cinema, as a fan of the art of putting together a movie, as a horror fan. Every type of way you can think of, I feel more for The Conjuring, and I will go with The Conjuring as my final pick.
Damn, that was crazy.
Why?
Didn't see that coming.
What a twist!
Crisscross.
M. Night Shyamalan. What a twist!
This one hurts. Oh my god.
This is a tough one.
This one's tough. They hit on almost everything we talked about. One being fear, other one being scared.
Mm-hmm.
You know, jump scares. What people think is scary. What's scary to most people. I feel like demons and stuff like that, they're scary. Like, because no one's gonna fuck with the devil. Like we don't do that. But like, what's the odds of that happening?
I feel it coming already.
I feel like I feel like because of it, people have like clown phobias, and that's in real life.
I like where your head's at.
Like, I feel like it has a longer effect on you mentally. You see a clown in real life, you're like, stay away from me. Like, I know what you guys do. Like, so it's just what's scarier. And I would have to say Mr. Pennywise the Clown, it.
Oh. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, D, if it makes you feel any better, 13 Ghosts would have probably lost this round too.
I knew it.
So,
Chris P, you want to make the announcement to the lovely people listening?
Wait, I didn't. Who won? Why didn't I get to hear that last part? It clicked for me. Which one? Promise.
It.
Oh, good. So it wins.
It wins.
Yes.
Guys, let me put in my own 1 cent because I'm not very smart.
We're gonna catch shit because it's not a technical movie. We're gonna catch shit for that too.
Okay,
by the way.
So it, if I'm not mistaken, was rated PG-13 maybe.
It had to have been. It was on.
It's got to be
TV.
something for television.
Yeah, it was on TV.
And every other film. Oh, and
my daughter just wrote that on a piece of paper.
That's funny. And every other film that this film went against was all rated R.
Wow.
Think of it that way. Think of it that way. So when we talked about fear and scary, this movie was able to do it with a rating that didn't even give it the option of having. And it stood the test of time.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not mad about second place. The movie it was a crazy thing for me, and it traumatized me throughout my entire life. But I still stand by The Conjuring as being the scariest movie. There may have been a couple misfires, maybe with some battles, but I feel like it would have gone. I feel like this is the right battle for the finals. I feel like this is correct. There's no debating these two. And so, with that being said, I'm not mad at any one of these winning the title. And
to be honest, it's a bracket, so it was like. There were just bad matchups in some cases. It could have went a different way with different matchups. It was all random. So just the way that the brackets were set up, this is what we got.
So that's it, guys.
I think different, actually. I feel
okay, go ahead.
I think at the end of the day, it was going to get down to like a couple of like, what am I looking for? Like the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all had our favorites, but it's like is my favorite movie because it's my personal favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Going to go against this movie. It's like no, we knew it was going to be in the top. Like
yeah, I'll admit that I feel like but then again, it's like I said, like Stephen King has his name in like almost every horror film you can think of, and I guarantee that. Like I said, a third of the films that we've reviewed and talked about and discussed.
They're all Stephen King movies.
Yeah, they're 3rd% Stephen King films. Mm-hmm. So the odds of a Stephen King film being at the very top, it was bound to happen. Bound to happen.
So guys, thank you so much. That's it. It has been named the scariest movie out of these 64 titles in our brackets, according to us. And like I said, we are not film majors. We are not film critics. We are just four fans of the horror genre. And I want to thank everybody for listening. These past 2 episodes, we've been talking about all this. So I want everybody to have a safe Halloween. It's a different Halloween this year. And I'm not sure because the county where I live in has now banned trick-or-treating to help stop the possible spread. And I don't know how it's just going to be a strange one for me because Halloween is a big deal for my daughter and I. But I want everybody to have a safe Halloween. Everybody just be safe in general. Please wear your masks. Please vote. Please vote. Make sure that you guys are in charge of what's going to happen in the near future. I'd like to thank my guests. Brian, you said you will refrain from talking about your social media because you're going to get some messages about these matchups. So I will take it to Promise Braxton. Miss Promise Braxton, where can they find you on social?
You can find me on Facebook at Promise Braxton, my Instagram at Promise_Braxton, and my Twitter, Braxton Promise. You can also find me on Reality of Wrestling with Booker T. Also, remember to vote, and Black Lives Matter.
Hell yeah. Chris P., let them know where they can find you.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Chris P. You guys can find me at The Average Boys Podcast on Facebook, facebook.com, The Average Boys, DA Average Boys. Or you can find me also, I say also, not or is such a bad idea. I don't want to give you a choice. I want you to follow both of them. You can find me at facebook.com, Chris P Plays, CHRISP, because that's my name, Chris P.
Nice. You can find me at DNC Digital on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I want to thank everybody who sticks with me, everybody who listens every week to these awesome podcasts that I try to put out for you guys. I try really hard, and this was one of the most fun podcasts I've done. This was really cool, trying to find out which is the scariest movie, and there have been debates, there have been consensuses, and there have been plenty of arguments, but I love these guys anyway. Vote, wear your mask, be safe, keep your family safe, be nice to each other. For God's sakes, be nice to each other. because that's all we got really in this world.
Doesn't cost you anything, man.
It doesn't cost a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Just be nice to each other. Go out and vote. Be safe this Halloween. Keep your family safe. Everybody have a great night. You guys take care of yourselves. I'm out.
All right. Later.
Peace.